Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thanks so much for joining us today. We are so happy to be able to continue our tradition of having our students across each of our campuses participate in a Christmas time concert. Even though this year's presentation will not be conducted live in front of a sellout, standing room only crowd like in years past, LYF Inc. couldn't pass up the opportunity to showcase the talents and performances of as many students as possible. If you know LYF Inc., Christmas programs are very special. You know that you probably won't be hearing many jingle bells or sleigh rides today. Mentions of Santa are vague, and songs about wrapping presents really just aren't in our style. You see, each and every year, so many people continue to distance themselves from the true meaning of Christmas. TV and the internet help us do that by clouding our minds with what Christmas should be about, focusing on the fact that we must buy toys, jewelry, and technology for others because they will be buying these items for us, commonly referred to as the norm of reciprocity. LYF Inc. knows the true meaning of Christmas and who Christmas is about. While we don't typically resort to the season's musical staples about reindeers trampling the elderly or receiving 5 golden rings, there is a common theme to our extravagant stage shows that we've performed in the past, including the one that you are about to watch today. If you look closely, you'll notice that over the last several years, LYF Inc. Christmas programs focus on an underdog, a long shot, typically a subject that has faced adversity and maybe even one that spurs a little controversy. Each of these subject areas, The Greatest Showman, Where is the King, and today's program, are parallel to biblical principles, scripture, and yes, the life of Jesus Christ. Since Jesus is central to Christmas, it only makes sense that he is integral in the activities that we take part in during the Christmas season. Last week, while we were filming the program, Rob from our Clearwater campus reminded me of one of the messages back from our October K9s for Christ chapel service. He told me, while laughing a bit, "Mr. Jim, I remember at church when you said your favorite part of the Christmas tree was the Christmas tree stand." I was so happy when Rob remembered what might be one of the simplest illustrations of the importance of Christmas. Maybe more than Christmas, maybe about everything in the world. The foundation, the underlying basis or principle. I can see the foundation of this podium. If I pull up the carpet, I can see the foundation of the building that I am standing in right now. And from day one, LYF Inc. has had a rock-solid foundation built upon the principles of providing the best possible experiences for individuals with disabilities. Christmas's foundation is an obvious one for those that choose to accept it, to submit to it. Is it harder to believe that a large gentleman in a red suit makes it to each and every house in one night to deliver presents? Or that America, the greatest and freest country in the history of the world, was created by a God that forgives your shortcomings, accepts your imperfections, and provides you with every item you need to fulfill his plan for you. This year's Christmas show underdog, America, has been in a very interesting limbo for quite some time. Is it time to abort our country's foundations that we know to be historically factual? What was created this recent descent? What changes can be made to make things right? While we hope to have brought you this show today in a live format with colorful stage performances, speakers singing and dancing, we find ourselves lucky to, at the very least, still be able to discuss important topics, hopefully without being a target of cancel culture. America may be under attack, but for now, it's the plan of most everyone watching today to celebrate LYF Inc's 2020 Christmas program, Christmas in America. We hope you enjoy watching it as much as we enjoyed creating it. Thank you for watching.
White and blue, where there's never a post or brand. But should old acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on the grand old flag. You're a grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag, and forever in peace may you wave. You're the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats true, every word white and blue, when there's never a boast or brand. But should old acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on the grand old flag.
There is so much to love about America. America is a young country compared to many others, but one that has accomplished so much in its focus on freedom and independence. America is not a country that guarantees equal outcome, but strives to create an environment of equal opportunity. We are the envy of many other countries economically, and people around the world are in awe of our freedoms that allow for Americans to open businesses and make choices about how to have a family. With all there is to love about America, we asked our LYF Inc. students what 3 things they most love about America. Let's hear what they have to say.
Beautiful, awesome opportunity.
God, hope, and freedom.
Supported, dedicated, and passionate.
Unique, faithful, and strong.
Great liberty just for all. Powerful. Really.
America, freedom, and religion.
People, faithful, strong.
Freedom, flag, and USA.
Freedom, ambition, grace.
Unique, faithful, and love.
Opportunity, freedom, bravely.
It's so nice to hear the different appreciations LYF Inc. students have for America. America's geography is truly one that is as diverse as its citizens. On any given week, you would be amazed as to the different experiences you could have in America. On Monday, you could visit Florida's sandy beaches. By Tuesday, you could be at the top of the Blue Ridge Mountains on Mount Mitchell in North Carolina. Wednesday, you could be at our nation's capital in Washington, D.C. Thursday, you could find yourself fishing in the Great Lakes of Michigan. Thank God it's Friday, and you're in the Great Plains of Nebraska. Saturday, you could be skiing in Colorado. Last but not least, you can cross the Golden Gate Bridge on Sunday in California. It's downright extraordinary how different the environments are throughout our beautiful country.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. We all share more likes than differences. Don't get me wrong, we all have different abilities and interests, some different hair or eye color. We drive different cars and live in different houses. But beyond experiences, you will find that we are more related than distant. We were all babies at one time. We share genetic code. While we live in different homes, we all live in the same area, the Tampa Bay area.
People outside of Tampa still live in Florida, and if you live outside of Florida and you are watching this, there's a very good chance that you live in America. We all share a commonality in that we were either born in or, like my good friends Katya and Oksana, have chosen to live in America. Recently, I drove to the panhandle of Florida. They still live in America, and even though they live in Florida, they sound way different than we do here in the Tampa Bay area. They talk with like a country twang. I think it's super cool. They sound so southern, even though we're geographically more south than the panhandle. But even though they are speaking different, they are still speaking a language that we in America understand. So while some might speak about how different people around America speak, the majority speak a common language. The English language is just one example of the many things that make us alike. Americans choose to be in America. No matter what people say to scare you, you have a choice to stay here in America or to leave. You can go to another country and try to become a citizen there. I do not know the various methods of becoming a citizen in other countries, but I do know, with a specific example in mind, that with perseverance, hard work, and lots of paperwork, good people can become American citizens. LYF Inc. works with many people that were not born in America, but have become Americans through one process or another. I mentioned Katya and Oksana earlier. While they were born in the Ukraine, they are now Americans by choice. My good friend Gino was born in Haiti. His family made the choice that they wanted him raised in America. Walter is from Canada. And just a couple of weeks ago, our very own Miss Nikki aced her test after many years of hard work and perseverance and can now officially call herself an American citizen. I think that deserves a round of applause. At LYF Inc., we are all proud to be called Americans. Whether we were just lucky, like me, and was born here, whether our circumstances and our family brought us here, like Katya and Gino, or we moved away from our loved ones to pursue a choice, a new beginning, and a new country. For the same reason that Miss Nikki has chosen America to pursue a new beginning, some believe that tribes came from the North Crossing, the Bering Strait land bridge. Others think it may have been others from the east by boat. Maybe both. After that, there was Roanoke, the Pilgrims and the Mayflower in Jamestown, and then the 13 original colonies. Amazingly, people came to America before Apple Watches and PlayStation 5. Many came because they wanted to practice their religion differently. Some for business ventures. Some because their families were here. Basically, the same reasons people immigrate to America now. Because that's what they've chosen to do. We asked our Clearwater campus to tell us why they are proud to be Americans. And here's what they said.
What it means to be an American is to have economic stability.
Help people with their needs.
American believes God.
What does it being called being an American mean to me? It means I am proud of my country, its history and its military and our freedom and rights to vote and be a U.S. citizen. And I thank God for all of our troops and our military team for what they do best, is fight for our country to keep us secure and safe as we go through life each and every day. And that's what you call a hero.
What does being called American mean to me? You have the rights as an American citizen to have your freedom to vote and to be treated equally. You have respect for your country.
There is a group in the world today that wants you to feel bad when you think about America. The same group wants you to feel embarrassed to call yourself an American. I have a difficult time understanding this concept, as I've always felt like sharing your own personal success with others is at the very heart of what it means to be an American. These groups want you to hide your success. They want you also to lose the ability to be proud about those successes in your life. Pride has become a very negative word, even though it once was regarded very differently. To have pride in your work, to be proud of someone else when they accomplish a difficult task, to have pride in sharing your beliefs with others, and to be proud to be an American. Each and every day at life, it is our job to find some job or some activity or whatever for our students to be proud or to take pride in. Maybe you're completing an art project. Maybe you're helping to change the oil in one of the vans, or gaining independence in a life skill that you didn't think you could do. While not forgetting God's part in your successes and knowing that the formulation of our country is far from a fairy tale, it is important to be proud to be an American, or at least we know we can express freedom. No matter how we came to be an American, it is so important to understand that by allowing others to tell us that we can no longer be proud to be part of the greatest country that has ever existed, it allows us all to distance ourselves from the important foundations like community, family, and above all else, God. Join us now as lifers from all 4 of our campuses help to sing God Bless the USA.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I'd work for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. To be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lake to Minnesota, to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to sea, from Detroit down to Houston, and New York to LA, where there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say, to be an American, where
For our last song, we turn to a favorite of the Philadelphia Flyers. I'm sure Morgan knows this one quite well. In 1918, this song was written by Irving Berlin while he was serving in the Army. America's armed forces are another one of its superior strengths. The Army, Marines, Air Force, Navy, and Coast Guard are made up of brave men and women who choose to defend America against anyone who challenges us or our allies. Scripture is very clear about defending your family, your home, and those that can't protect themselves. In the book of 1 Timothy, it says everyone should take care of all their own people. Most important, they should take care of their own family. If they do not do that, then they do not accept what we believe. They are worse than someone who does not even believe in God. The protection that the individuals who are in the armed forces guarantees is an important feat that no American should take for granted. Not only do servicemen and women bless America with their service, but local firefighters and police officers allow our communities to remain as safe as possible. It is vital that we respect the men and women who make the choice to fight crime and to step into the face of danger to allow us to live free and independent lifestyles. Much like the pride of America has come into question lately, so has the service of our county's police and first responders. Police officers have been targeted, ambushed, and made to question their motives and actions on a continual basis. Individuals who place their lives on the line have been defunded by popular culture. Communities who have utilized these un-American views have experienced significantly higher crime. No surprise, really. Without the enforcing of laws, we revert to the darkness that is spoken about in the book of Genesis. 2 Timothy tells us what happens when we follow foolish instruction pertaining to ideas of replacing police enforcement, prisons, and laws that prohibit lawlessness. For the time is coming when people will not endure sound teaching, but having itching ears, they will accumulate for themselves teachers to suit their own passions, and will turn away from listening to the truth and wander off into myths. America is one of the safest countries in the world, but that only occurs when we believe in a system of strict law enforcement. If we don't stand beside our officers, believe in enforced borders, upholding community laws, and proactive prevention of crime by serving at-risk populations, we will wander off into myths. America has been blessed by God to have people who stand up, willing to stand between those that make choices that hurt others and those who make every attempt to create positive environments for their family, their friends, and their community. We are most definitely at a crossroads in America, one that reimagines the institutions that have made our country the greatest in the history of the world, or another that preserves the entities that have made America beyond blessed. Join in with us as LYF Inc. students across our campuses sing, God Bless America.
God bless America.